It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Wilson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Barmore able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they're in second place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 52 yards to another on-target throw. And that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season. And that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed, it is not, because this is not a big list. And most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
The Patriots at 11-5 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're good.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception. to cap things off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And New York set to take the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw.
And pass complete to Moore.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
New England trying to get to place on offense.
And It's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, again, he finds more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryan.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Working with a 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hall ought to give up the middle. Down to the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
A try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
Back to throw. Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton.
For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game,
Herbert has it knocked free.
But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Play action. It's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. Throw left side complete. That's Houston.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
that aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert now. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Tyquan Thornton
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at.
Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium.
Only 30 minutes left in the... regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind, helpless.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A 22-yard touchdown, Brown.
And the Patriots are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it should. And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a first down following a gain of 3. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack.
Purdy
escaping the pressure right.
Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Pats are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Wilson. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over.
Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a give. It's Jackson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out now come the Jets. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Christian Barmore getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for New York. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
New England's offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On first down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again is Wilson. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go.
One last shot for Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Patriots,
a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5.
and now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.